Wow.
Welcome everyone to our board meeting. So the agenda for today is going to be, first of all, finalizing our mission statement, mission and vision, and including an explanation about that. And then we're going to organize a meeting with the co-presidents to discuss the vision and mission. And then talk about the MIT Chapter Retreat and also the PL Retreat, which is coming in January. So let's start with finalizing the mission and vision. Right now, our vision statement is a thriving and connected Southeast Asia whose people are empowered and committed to serve themselves and the broader community. And our mission is to cultivate a thriving community of leaders who intend to serve and empower communities in Southeast Asia.
And are we explaining why we chose this word, or would that be a work session?
I think we could, if you don't have any further comments or edits or things you want to change about it right now, I think that could be a work session.
Okay.
But do you guys have any comments or I guess upon revisiting it after a week or some time has passed? So do you guys have any new thoughts about our vision and mission so far?
Yeah, so I have one thing to say about the mission statement. So we can see that there are two words, which is community and community of leaders, and then communities in Southeast Asia. And we were thinking about whether we should keep the same word in the same statement, or we might want to change something into maybe network or yeah, I'm just not sure whether we want to change it or not.
Yes. I definitely think in terms of language wise it isn't as beautiful with community twice. I guess we can discuss that more how we could change community one of the communities. I guess that would be the first community to if you change it to network, would that still keep the meaning we want or intend it to have, or what else could we change it into?
Yeah, the new mission statement is just shorter and therefore has to be condensed. Yeah, I don't want to refer too much to the old mission statement, but it was clearly longer.
Yes.
And in the old mission statement also have two communities in just two sentences.
Yeah, so you don't notice it as much, I guess.
Yeah. I'm okay with the two-word communities as long as if we want to keep a short and sweet mission statement, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I think I would keep it that way as well, because network and community have two different meanings. And so yeah, I think it depends on what we define it for each. And then people can have a better understanding of what the community that we are referring to.
Yeah.
I try to search for synonyms for community, and there's really not much that I feel would be as good as the word community.
Okay.
Well, there are a couple of things that pops up, in this brotherhood, and association, society, guild. But then I feel like it's not as good as community.
Yeah.
Colleague
Okay.
is certainly not a good word to replace that as well. Okay.
True. Okay, so I think there's a consensus among us that we should keep community.
Yeah, it's okay to have two community words.
Okay.
Yeah, and then so I'm just thinking of the word intend to serve. So it is okay to just have the intention, right? Um, just intend to serve.
What is your alternative?
So I don't want to go to the level of commitment, but I want to go to the level of taking some action.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
We were talking about the difference between intend and committed.
Yeah, so I think
Right.
sometimes asking people to commit is a bit too much. But and I also feel that having people do a community who are only intending is a bit too little, and intention alone doesn't build a strong community, I felt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How about who take initiative to serve? Is kind of lengthy, but or maybe I can think of something else. But
Another.
to serve.
I was thinking of putting ors, like who intend or committed. But then that's just diluting.
Yeah.
Well, how about intend to serve and commit to act?
Wow.
I think just committed would actually be stronger.
Yeah, I think so. Commit, but I think commit would be fine. This is like the goal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, yeah, we are cultivating. Uh, yeah. So yeah, I propose replacing intent by commit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I agree.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me three.
Okay.
Many different ways to serve, and it's the commitment is important. It doesn't have to be under like serving as a mentor or serving on the board or serving on anything. There are many ways to serve.
Mm-hmm. Okay. To cultivate a thriving community of leaders committed to serve and empower communities in Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
Okay. And our vision, a thriving and connected Southeast Asia whose people are empowered and committed to serve themselves and the broader community. Do we have any changes you want to make to that?
I'm good. I'm good with that. I like it. Thriving for empowered to themselves and the broader communities. Maybe broader communities, plural.
Yes.
How about that? Yeah. Okay.
The choice of the word themselves before, was the intention for that was to serve so that they can take care of themselves first and then everyone else? Was that the intention?
I think so.
Okay.
And yeah, we use the word "and" the broader community, right? So we didn't use the word "than" the broader communities. So in the word "and."
And themselves here meaning whatever community they're in instead of other community in Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
And broader community meaning other communities in Southeast Asia or everyone else, including outside of Southeast Asia?
I think it is purposefully vague. So however people define the broader communities is, yeah, I think in our current connected world, the issue of loyalty is it's difficult. Who should I be loyal to? Should I be loyal to my Southeast Asian root, to my country, or to the professional group, or to the world at large? So it's really meant to be vague. I thought. What do people think?
I think I'm fine with the word broader communities. The serve themselves. It still sounds a little bit off. I know we've talked a lot about that, but it still sounds a little bit off. So I wonder. Committed to serve themselves.
Yeah. How?
To serve their communities and, I don't know, the broader communities? Oh, that still sounds weird, but...
Okay, I think for my interpretation of themselves here is that they are serving themselves as individuals instead of their community. And like, for example, I take care of myself, you take care of yourself, and they take care of themselves as their own person. And that is my interpretation of it.
Yeah, that's what I remember as well. But when I read it, it's just a little bit ambiguous.
Yeah.
Ambiguous. I say I'm actually okay with it. What kind of ambiguity do you see?
I guess the choice of the word serve themselves.
What if
committed to maybe something themselves and serve the broader communities? Maybe that's...
Yeah, like develop themselves or
develop themselves to serve the broader communities.
Develop themselves and
Serve.
And or two. Are we good with the word develop? That was a good word, by the way.
Yeah.
All right, like so. For example, like this. Well, let me just copy and paste. It's easier. And to develop themselves to serve the broader communities.
a directly connected Southeast Asia whose people are empowered and committed to develop themselves to serve the broader communities.
Yeah.
What about to develop themselves and the broader communities?
Yeah, I would go for that because I feel like if we say develop themselves to serve, so the main action is to develop themselves, and to serve the broader communities comes later, and it seems like it's less of the importance. But if
Wait,
we have N there, then it seems like it's parallel importance. That's how it sounds to me.
okay. And what version do you think is truer to us, to the spirit?
I think it should be develop themselves and serve the broader communities.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
I would go to for develop themselves to serve because unlike what you said, I think when we say develop oneself to serve,
Mm-hmm.
the purpose is the service. Like so develop. So the developing themselves is a means to the end of service, and I actually prefer that. I think the purpose of personal development is not for the sake of just for its own sake, it's also for the sake of service, greater service.
But at the same time, I think that developing yourself could also be not like necessarily directly tied to service.
Mm.
Yeah.
And I think um, to add on to that, I think by serving the broader communities, they also develop themselves. And so it's mutually beneficial and it doesn't have to be cause any an effect, sort of.
Wait, what is a
Well, I think I know what you're getting at, but it's hard to describe in just one sentence.
Mm.
yeah?
Okay.
I feel like when we say develop themselves and serve the broader communities, uh, yes, then that means you can do both, but you can do one a little bit and do the other a lot. And I just personally don't feel that it is it should be the case. I can become the prime minister for myself, and then part of it is small part of it is to serve. Versus by having the purpose of service, I can really develop myself a lot.
Mm.
So in terms of importance, I would think that to serve is more important.
To serve the broader communities.
Mhm. Uh, yeah, what do people think the two choices?
I think it's hard to decide. I mean, we talked about this last time, how we serve so that we can develop ourselves, but that at the same time, the
We develop
intention
ourselves by serving as well.
to serve.
Uh, yeah, yeah. Uh, I mean, it just through the philosophy of servant leadership, the servant leader is a servant first. Like it begins with a feeling that one wants to serve, and then they choose to aspire to develop themselves to lead. And it's very different from someone who's a leader first. Yeah,
True.
and then I propose for the idea of being the servant first. no one is the servant first, but it should tip on the scale of like being more of the servant.
Yes, but we also should keep in mind that not everyone is going to have read about like this concept of servant leadership. So when they like look at it without having this like background knowledge of what is a servant leader, they might not fully understand what we're trying to say.
So the question is, do we want to say something that we hope people will understand, or we want to say something that is understandable right away?
I would go for understandable right away to get to like the most people, as many people as possible. But what do you guys think?
Yes,
Interesting.
I would also go for understandable right away because they know what they are gonna contribute when they join CNET, and we also have a better targeted audience, and so that would work better from both parties.
Wait. We will have a better targeted audience if we are casting a wider net. Is that what you're saying?
Can you say that again? I didn't.
So by using the easier to understand version, we are casting a wider net. We are treating more people, and you are saying that is more targeted audience.
Sorry, I'm not quite sure if
More
I understood you.
when you want to be targeted, you want to be very specific and selective. And say using the general, easy to understand version is less targeted, I thought.
Oh,
Well, I think it's more accessible.
mm,
So people who haven't necessarily like um read about a servant leader who might be interested but like don't have that knowledge or background yet can still feel interested and want to join in some way.
Hmm.
mm.
Mhm.
Can we have both somehow? Maybe add a second clarifying sentence
Mhm.
at the cost of brevity.
I
How
think.
would
Sorry, Anh Khuyến, go ahead.
how would that look like, Kevin?
I can't think of the second sentence right now, but it should be short and clarifies whatever we intend to say with the first sentence, if possible.
Yeah.
I think we can also include the word servant leader if it's necessary for people to better understand our vision.
Okay.
Oh, actually, that's quite a Yeah, again, do we want to target an audience or
The word
sometimes
is a difficult word for people. I think not everyone has heard of the concept.
Or we can also have a footnote. Hey, if you want to learn more about this concept, go to this link.
Oh yeah, I think so. But I totally think so. I think everyone who joins should read the essay. Uh, but yeah, going back to the question, do we want to use the word servant leader? I think it's too technical though.
Yeah, I would agree.
Uh, and so I thought the right balance between not having the concept of servant leader at all and having the word servant leader is to have uh, develop themselves to serve. Happy medium. Yeah. What do we think? How do we want to push back?
Yeah, I'm thinking it's kind of hard to decide and gauge how many people have heard of this term before. There's actually a Wikipedia page on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Leadership.
And maybe the people who are interested in joining CLET in the first place would be more likely to hear of this phrase before.
I would be really keen on those who know about the term.
Yeah, isn't it? We've been using the word service leadership, right? And without really defining it well.
Yep.
Yep.
It's very deep.
So deep.
I think if we could use the word servant leader in the vision or mission statement, we just have to define it very clearly, and whoever recites this vision mission knows the meaning. Oh, well, not precisely, but at least the gist of it.
Okay. And I guess we can use a Wikipedia definition, which is, as you can see, the definition. Yeah. I don't know. How do we want to incorporate? Yeah. Yeah.
There is a sentence in the Wikipedia page: the highest priority of a servant leader is to encourage, support, and enable subordinates to unfold their full potential and abilities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or participative. There's also another sentence: service leadership can be most likely associated with a participative leadership style.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess we can use the definition there. Do you want to use the definition of the highest priority? Like this definition to encourage, support, and enable subordinate to unfold their full potential and abilities. Yeah, I would go for the first definition if you were to use the definition. Uh, the servant leadership power puts the needs of others first and help people develop and perform as highly as possible. Because definition 2 use the word subordinates, which kind of imply a structure which we are not sure whether we are going to have. So,
yeah, I like that sentence too, the first one.
Yeah.
It's more concise as well.
Yeah. So, should we stick with the first definition?
Okay, so the first definition is the servant leader shares power, puts the needs of others first, and helps people develop and perform as highly as possible.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay.
Okay.
For that.
So should we just have the vision statement as short and then maybe a footnote at the end about servant leadership?
Yep, I think so. As long as we make sure whenever our vision and mission are copied and pasted, we have the footnote there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I want to use the word develop themselves to serve, because in case of ambiguity, at least people have a stronger sense that this is servant leadership.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah. What do we think? Uh, let's make quick decision. If not, we should come back at this.
Yeah, I think I still feel more partial towards using and, just because I feel that develop themselves to serve the broader communities. I don't know, just constrains it to develop to, yeah, like I was mentioning earlier, the cause effect that I feel um, doesn't quite encapsulate everything. But yeah,
Everything, as in everything we do.
as in, oh, you could also serve, I guess, serve the broader communities to develop yourself. Or I feel that just putting them, um, using and puts them on an equal emphasis on both of them.
Uh,
Whereas, yes, developing themselves to serve the broader communities, the end goal is serving the broader communities. But I just feel it's, I
too
don't know.
much,
Yeah,
too much to ask for.
yeah, maybe.
I agree with you. At the same time, that's the point of vision, because you never achieve the vision.
I was thinking the issue with this is that it's the word develop comes right after committed to.
Uh,
So maybe if we shift it around a little bit, committed to serve the
but
broader communities while developing themselves in the process, or
okay, I like I like that.
does it work? I wonder. Let's write it
Yeah,
down.
let's write it down and see.
Because committed to develop themselves feels like
Yeah, that's very self-serving. Wow. So yeah, that sounds also it just doesn't do parallel. We do not want to use a verb in like developing.
people are.
Committed to
serve the broader communities, comma, developing themselves in the process, thereby
Or
um,
people empowered to develop themselves and committed to serve the broader communities.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm just trying to move around the words. So my idea is whose people are empowered to develop themselves and committed to serve the broader communities.
Empower to develop themselves. That's
No, no, that doesn't sound right.
okay. Empower to develop themselves. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm just thinking about like, why would someone want to develop themselves?
I think there should be a lot of legit reasons why someone wants to develop themselves.
Yes, give me some.
So, for example, I can take myself as one example. I want to develop myself because I want to be a better version of myself. And
Uh, uh-huh. That that's like one equal one plus one equal one. Developing yourself means becoming better, right?
yeah,
So you want to develop yourself because you want to be a better version of yourself, meaning uh, you want to become a better version of yourself by to become a better version of yourself. That's
I mean,
total.
it comes from like myself first. So I guess my goal is to my how can I say um, the target is myself rather than the others first.
Yes, I agree, and and that's what I am afraid of
Why?
because the one who wants to develop himself first is the leader first instead of the servant first is usually, as history shown, uh, it, it can be can have a lesser commitment,
Yes, it-
less likely to persevere. How should I? So yeah, let's use the example of Lord of the Ring. Frodo
Okay.
decided to sacrifice himself, and he will develop himself to be stronger and more bold and all that, not for his own sake, but for a quest, and that's why he doesn't put on the ring, and that's why other people really want the ring. But then Frodo decided to put the yeah he doesn't want to put in the ring because he wants to whatever he does right he wants to stay on the quest,
Mm.
and that's I like Frodo more than the other villains.
Wait, but your point is that developing yourself to serve others leads to more perseverance.
I think so.
Hmm.
But sticking with your Lord of the Rings analogy, wouldn't you say Sauron is also as perseverant as Bilbo in trying to get the ring?
Wait, but Frodo wins.
Yes, but but in terms of perseverance, it doesn't really matter who wins, right? Like they're still trying to get the ring and doing all they can
Yeah,
to get it at no cost.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
Also same.
Both of them persevere. That's equal. Now we want the one who has more, right? Which is the one who actually wins.
Well, okay, so I can see that the one that you're referring to is the journey, but not the goal that we need to grab, right? And the journey is more important than the end. And yeah, I understand that, but at the same time, I do believe that whatever I do, I need to make sure that myself, like as a person, needs to function well before I can serve or help others. Because based on my experience, I burned out a lot over, certain projects. And at the time I realized that, oh, it did affect my health a lot.
Uh-huh.
And it hit me to realize that. And and at that moment I realized that I should not put my health or myself at not danger but like at risk for the sake of helping others. And if I cannot make sure that myself as a person functions right, then I cannot do anything else for others.
Right. To use self, you have to take care of yourself in order to serve others.
Yeah.
That's what it means by developing yourself, right? By developing your own like talents and ability and health. You get healthy so that you can serve better.
I think it boils down to the intention again. What Lanang is saying, I feel that's like you really want to serve others, but then you feel like you're not doing it right. As in, you're not being effective at serving others if you don't take care of yourself.
Mhm.
Yeah, but you still want to serve others. That's still your goal, and that's why you take care of yourself.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah.
I see what you are getting at. Now I really see what you are getting at.
Right.
It's not that you just blindly try to fulfill whatever everyone's need of you, but eventually in the end your intention is to help them.
Yeah, to share part of you, your life and your energy to with others.
Mhm. So yeah, the ultimate intention is to what? Hmm.
To serve other people.
Uh, yeah, yeah.
To
Honestly,
be
now
so
I'm
committed
confused.
to.
Or rather, I'm not confused, but I just cannot make my mind. Um,
I'm still leaning towards committed to serve their broader communities while developing themselves as leaders in the process, or developing, or something along that line. So it's clear in that case that the goal is, or the commitment is to serve. But then we know in the process, they're they're also growing as a personal leader or whatever you might want to
Mhm.
call it.
Yeah, I feel it's clearer that way too.
Yeah, I like that.
Mhm.
mm,
So what is highlighting this thing?
It's hard.
Uh, yeah. What do people think of that goal vision? What do we think? I like it.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Yes.
Okay.
It's longer than the mission now, is it? Yeah, it is.
Yes.
That's good. That's perfectly good.
Yeah,
All right.
to cultivate a thriving
So let's have that as our vision, are we?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Wow. I like this discussion.
Yeah.
This is hard. That's why people spend so much time debating. Yeah.
Oh, and I think we also need to think about our explanation behind our vision and mission statement.
Mm-hmm.
So this kind of discussion is really useful.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay, so we have like the definitions from Wikipedia. How should we tie that in?
oh, we can say that our yeah explanation is that we are committed to the idea of servant leadership.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow. Oh, hello guys. I think
Mm-hmm.
our vision and mission have the same group of word, which is community,
Thriving.
Thriving community,
and then
satisfaction.
empowered and committed to serve as well.
Should we just have one?
I think the additional word is just cultivate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is like our mission is to make our vision happen, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
No, and we do it how, right? That's like
Mm-hmm.
community
Yeah.
of leaders who are developing themselves as leaders. All leaders then. In the vision, it's a community of whose people are eventually leaders. And then before, I guess the intention was that we develop the leaders, and the vision has the people
Yes.
who is not themselves necessarily leaders.
Ah,
But
yeah,
now it sounds very similar because we've added the word leader in the vision as well.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is okay because I personally think that everybody is a leader, right? So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. I think it's perfectly okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering whether there's a better way to define how we carry out our mission,
Mm,
other than cultivate whatever we're trying to build.
mm.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's really just we try to achieve it. That's it.
Yeah.
mm. Wait. Repeat that last sentence. Rather than we are trying what?
No, it's just it's the and right now it sounds like we're cultivating whatever we're trying to achieve.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I was wondering whether there's a better way to state what we're good at and how we can best achieve
Mm-hmm.
our vision, other than now that they sound very similar. It's more like we have vision and then our mission is to cultivate our vision.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I
Which
would.
could be okay, but maybe we can be more specific then.
Okay. Um. Well, I thought that. So our vision is a thriving and connected and thriving and connected South Asia. If we were to cut our vision short, it will be a thriving and connected South Asia. right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And our mission is a very specific ways of achieving it. We do that not by pouring money into South Asia or building more infrastructure. We do that
Mhm.
by cultivating leaders.
Mm.
So that's quite different.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that's fine now. Although they look similar, but they are not if we really dig into the detail.
I think that's true, yeah.
Yes.
As leaders.
And so I feel like actually the mission is the inverse phases of the vision. So the vision is broad, and then we have people who are willing to serve, I mean, committed to serve. And for mission, we have people here to build up a bigger and stronger Southeast Asia.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. Ah, I think, yeah, I think also very helpful to be explicit about our commitment to the idea of servant leadership, just in terms of potential partnership in the future, right? There are quite a few servant leadership organizations
Mm-hmm.
in the world, in especially in the US. Yeah.
Mhm.
So you, by that affiliation is also more potential for partnership.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, are we good?
Yes. We should probably say that we're also citing this from Wikipedia.
Yes, I'm going to do it now. Okay, I got
Yeah.
it.
And maybe cited somewhere else.
Yeah, there might be a more reliable source
Mm-hmm.
than
Yeah.
Wikipedia.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, but not 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 there. Uh-huh. But yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
I got this link. Yep, I got the link.
Uh-huh.
Really?
Okay.
Okay.
On to
So we're all okay with this.
yeah.
Okay. So we'll be sharing this with the co-pres then. We should also share it with the YLS team. I just realized we haven't actually invited their like a
Uh,
member from their teams like we were going to do for
oh wow. Okay.
yeah.
We share.
Mhm.
Yep. So yeah, I mean, you can send out an email to them, and maybe like in the next meeting with the co-pres, we can discuss and clarify if we need any clarifications, and
Yeah.
then use that opportunity to also work on the rest of the theory of change chain map.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
What's next on the list?
Yep.
Yep.
Three, I think.
Okay.
So, Alice,
Yes.
also sharing the theory of change map with them with the co-pres as well, right?
Sorry, could you repeat that again?
We are also sharing the theory of change with the co-press.
Yes.
Give me a 1 minute, bro.
Yeah, I'm adding this on Trello.
Okay. Could also set the meeting with the conference.
There's been a couple of what we call backlogs. Do you guys know what it is? In progress. So like a pile of stuff that's not completed yet. You might want to revisit those as well. Maybe in our next meeting.
True.
By the way, do any of you know how to update the website?
I asked
Specifically?
Ari, and
Okay.
she said she was going to create a doc. I was gonna meet her, but she seems pretty busy. So she said she's gonna create like a document to basically give us a rundown of how we can do that. But she
Okay.
hasn't shared it with me yet, so I'll follow up with her again.
Okay. Yeah, because last time Liam was trying to update the board page, right? And also the co-press page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that, can we also have our bio by the end of next week, and then we can send it off to the co-press?
Okay.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Interesting. The cPanel doesn't have how to update the web. Anyway, okay, let's move on to that. We should check back with Ari. Alice, could you do that?
Yes. Yeah. Okay, board biography, who should we send it to I guess, compile?
I can gather the documents and compile it.
Okay. Thanks, Kevin.
Yep, no problem. That's minimal, really.
Okay.
Okay. Shall we move on to discussing the MIT chapter retreat?
Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay.
What is the question?
So for MIT chapter, they are thinking of having a retreat for the MIT chapter members so that they can be more connected with the organization, and we as like Sionators, we can also be more connected with them. So I believe that Ivana messaged them back about that, about the finance, and she suggested them have the, what is it, the
Budget.
finance, yeah, the budget thing.
Mm,
Yeah, and then they can report back to us, and then we can also see how our finance can work out for them.
yeah. Okay. Okay.
So
I guess we'll just have to wait for the co-pres to send us that estimate.
Mm-hmm. And I guess whether the board is unanimous about it. Do we all want to have an East Coast retreat? I mean, it's going to be a smaller scale for sure, and it's mostly going to be people who are. Oh yeah, sorry. And it's mostly for people who are new to SealNet, who has never been to a project before, and who's never even heard of us and anything other than the chapter. So do we want to have something like this? I mean, I'm all for it, but I wonder whether everyone's on the same page.
On having or not having the retreat.
Having the retreat.
Yeah. Versus not having, right?
And it's more inclusive, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it could be just like the retreat that happened 2 years ago at TM's house.
Exactly. Yes.
Really for them to get to know each other, get a bit of culture of how people in Sydney connect with one another, and then we added a bit of presentation about projects.
Yes. Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry. I need to take notes. Right.
Okay. If we're good with it, then we just have to make sure we follow up and make sure it happens. Then.
Yeah, would it be organized by the MIT leadership team?
I'm sorry. What?
Would it be organized by the MIT leadership team?
I don't know if there's such a team yet, but we can start one.
Okay. Because I in the past the MIT retreat was organized by the MIT team. Is that correct?
I wouldn't say it's a team. It's more of 2 or 3 people who are in charge of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I think our role as a board is to tell them whether we can finance them or not.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And whether we'll be supporting them fully, and also they might want to have some of us. I guess it would be hard for Alice, but the rest of us, or also for Ivana, but Huyen and Lanang and I are in the Boston area, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's good.
Sounds good. Let's move on to PL retreat then, and I guess also talking about like the project application process so far. Seems that they've already have like the preparators already have project proposals, but they haven't like decided on like the selection or anything like that yet. There's actually, from what I've seen, it seems like are there any MIT PLs, potential PLs?
I don't think so.
No.
There are some, but I think Marcia is here actually. I can call her.
Awesome.
She just said that there were 3 potential PLs, but they weren't able to pair up. I guess it didn't work out somehow. Maybe they had different interests, and if you guys want, I can ask her whether she wants to help us clarify things. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll go. So you guys go ahead.
Awesome.
Okay. Yeah, it'll be nice to have a MIT flag.
Marcia left already.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so where are the current potential PLs from then? Do you know?
I'm not sure. We can ask. I think we need more information. We can discuss any of this, right?
True. Okay.
I'm not sure about others, but then there are at least 2 teams from WLS 15 that that proposed their project. And they are mainly based in Southeast Asia.
Wait. There are two teams.
Sorry?
Wait, what did you say?
Oh, what I said is that I didn't know about other proposals, but I know at least two teams that proposed their projects to CNET from the wireless 15 batch.
Yeah, I think there are only three or four proposals this year.
Really?
I think so.
That's really little.
Not very many then. Okay.
Yeah.
I would say we follow up with the co-press
Yes,
and really follow up with them this time and try to gauge how many applicants, how many they're planning to accept, how it looks so far.
Yeah.
And what's the goal for this? Within a week, we need to gather enough information about the applicants and their plans for accepting them?
Yeah, they should do that soon because, depending on where they are, if they're going to fly out to Cambodia, they need to know if they're going to be like in the States. I guess it's easier if they're in Southeast Asia.
Yeah. Yeah. There are 4 proposals and they haven't selected yet. But I think they should be selecting within this week. It is happening in less than a month. No, more than a month. 40 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's follow up with co-pres about that then. We can like include it in like the email. I guess like asking to meet and discuss like theory of change too.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Anything else you guys think we should discuss right now?
No, but it's just a follow-up of when we can meet up with them, so we can have like our availability, and then we can show them that.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Yeah.
So personally, I would love to have our meetings after the 19th, which is my last final. Yeah, after that, I'll be super free.
Okay.
It's kind of the same for me. I mean, not the same as in it's kind of all the time is the same. It's just work and there's no finals or anything for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works for me too.
Okay.
Then we probably meet Alice, Tian, and I will meet. If you two want to join, Kevin and Lana, you want to join on Thursday night, you can. We just have a check-in to hear from Alice about the project with Melly.
Yeah, I would love to be included. So please just forward me emails that you think necessary for me to know, and then I would love to join the meeting.
Okay.
You see me in the.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. And wonderful. Anything else? Anything else?
So do we assign all the tasks?
Let's see. Let's go to Trello. We haven't really gotten back to like the mailing list stuff, but I guess we can leave that for another time.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's getting really late.
Yeah.
I think I have to go.
Yeah. So share theory of change with co-pres, and set up a meeting to further develop theory of change.
Yeah, those two goes together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and share
And the
vision
third
and
one is
mission
all.
statements. Yeah, so they all go together. Basically one big email, I guess.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, one big email.
Revisit, I guess, would be more for upcoming meeting agenda.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll move that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And board biography by Sunday. I'll remind you guys.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll put
Okay,
it in
cool.
progress.
Cool.
Uh-huh. Okay. That's okay. Then what else?
I could write up an email for theory of change stuff.
That's also included in the email, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so all three will be Alice then? Do you have all the emails for YLS and CoPress?
Let's see. I have co-pres, but
I can
not.
provide you information about the wireless team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And if there's anything, there's chat.
Yep.
Ah,
I think it's pretty useful.
Yes.
ah,
Okay. Cool. Thanks,
good.
guys.
Yep.
Do a checkout. What is our checkout?
Let's start to check out. What are you looking forward to this week?
Yay. I'm looking forward to a reading period, which is no class at all.
Nice.
Studying for finals. Yeah, but anyway, it's no classes. So,
Wow.
yep.
Mm.
Okay. I'm looking forward to a few speeches I have to deliver for a class. An event I'm hosting on Thursday night,
Mm-hmm.
and then time to do more work.
Ah, nice.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. I am looking forward to, I guess, hearing back from. Oh, there's like this Fab Lab initiative in Palo Alto that I expressed interest in joining. So, yeah, I'm gonna probably be hearing back about that soon. It's like this maker space movement to like I guess encourage um using maker tools in underprivileged schools. So
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah. Fab Lab stands for Fabrication Lab, by the way. Mm. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
I guess I'm looking forward to Pengus's parents. They're coming to visit.
Aww.
So we'll see how that goes. There'll be a lot of dinners and
Ah,
trips, I guess. We'll see.
Nice.
nice. Yeah. I'm actually looking forward to talking to Alice soon. Yeah. Because I want to hear from you, your experience.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
Then good night, everyone.
Yep, good night.
Good night.